Alright guys, I'm going to hit the trail tonight. I'm going to try to go get some camping in. I'm going to be sleeping in my hammock, and that's going to be pretty freaking cool tonight. I'm excited. Let's get down here and set up camp. A little bit of hiking down. Let's go ahead and try to get a fire started. Now my goal is to actually use a hand drill fire tonight, but I'm not sure how well that's going to work out. I'll show you guys that in just a moment. I might set up my shelter first though. This is known as a ringneck snake. They're not venomous and they can't really even bite you. They're fun to play with. But it is definitely signs that there is ringnecks here at the campsite. Oh, there we go. Focus on me. But I'm going to release him safely in the distance here so that he does not get hurt. I'm not going to sleep outside, or I'm not going to sleep with a tarp over my hammock tonight, because if I need to, there's a cabin just right over there and I can go inside of it. I just like sleeping in my hammock. It's more comfortable. That, and I'm beside a fire. There's nothing like being out here in the woods at night, just you in your hammock, hearing coyotes off in the distance. It's kind of cool. Got a fire behind me, and that's gonna be a good night. Alright guys, so I'll double check my time really quickly. It is almost 3 o'clock. It's about 15 until 3, and I just seen this beast or whatever it was outside the camp here. I want to say it was a bear, but I can't be for sure, and I don't want to jump to conclusions, but it was certainly big enough to be a bear. It went away whenever I said the whole hey bear thing, but I think I'm going to pull it safe and sleep in the cabin tonight. Let's try to go back to sleep here. So besides sleeping in the cabin last night, I actually had a really good night last night. Unfortunately my fire died out. I'm going to show you guys a couple methods for trying to spoke the fire back up, but first I want to try my hand drill fire here. Show you guys how that goes. All you need for this is your spindle, which is your hand drill. You need your hearth board, which I already started one yesterday with it. You can see here. You need to start a hole by carving a knife. You take your knife and start the hole in there, and then make it about the size, a little bit smaller than your spindle stick. Put it on there and start rubbing it. You get it down in there. Make a knock down to almost the very center of your hole, and then make it deeper on the bottom, and have an ash catcher down here. And then you have your if I know where it is, oh, it's right here. Have your little kindle bundle there, ready for that ember to catch on, and I'll try to get one started for you. So here's what you got to do with this. You need to put your ash keeper down on the ground. I'm just using some dead bark here that's really dry, and you place your hearth board just directly over top of it. Here's the big important steps that a lot of people mess up on. You're going to take your back leg that you're not using, personally the one that's in line with the dot, or the hole. You want to make sure it is parallel to the ground. Then you want to take your hearth board, and you want to take your other foot, which to me is my left foot, and you're going to take and push it down and hold it steady. You're going to take your flattest spot of your stick, the part that has the absolute most friction. You want to place it in there, make sure the whole fit's still good, and you want to use your whole hand. Now a lot of people mess up and they just use the palms of their hands, and they spread out, and it causes all kinds of blisters, and it's not pretty. And then you want to lube up your hands and the friction stick, the spindle in this situation. And you just give it a couple good twirls. It's as simple as that. That's all you got to do to have a hand drill fire. I mean, again, it does take some practice, but I managed to get one going this morning in just about 10-15 minutes. It wears your arms out, so you want to make sure you have some good arm muscle. But one of the tricks is don't put pressure towards the stick, put pressure down the stick, and you're still probably going to get a couple blisters. But next up, I'll have to show you guys how to use one of these things. But that's going to be for a later video. Let's get some breakfast going. I think I'm feeling beef stew this morning. I'm not really sure yet. So I tore the zipper out in it. So what I did is ended up folding it over, and I had to press a rock against it to keep it sealed. So I'm a dummy. But have more water on there boiling for some good French vanilla coffee, because nothing like elegant coffee in the woods. Got my white girl on. One thing I want to teach with the hand drill fire is that it does create blisters, and that's one thing you have to worry about, and that's why you end up spitting on your hand, actually, is to help lubricate the friction between your hand and the object, the spindle that you're spinning into the hearth. Now, something you could do to eliminate or help reduce the friction between your hand and the spindle is take and either spit on it, of course, and keep doing that, which can be unsanitary in some ways, and it also doesn't work as well. Or you could take some dirt that's found on the ground, just like loose dirt, and just kind of rub it on your hands and rub it down the spindle. That will help eliminate that as well. Or you can take, and if you run up on an old fire pit, or if you have an old fire pit that ashes are in, but there's no char or like coal or anything like that, then you can use some of it and cover the spindle and your hands with the ashes as well. And those ashes work amazingly well. Well, one thing that you can do is pack a bandana with you and get that bandana dirty to clean up your dishes. Or you could be a man, go find a nice leaf and clean them out with a good leaf. That's what I do. It works just as well, if not better. And there's plenty of them out there. What options do you have to clean out your tools? Leave them in the comments below. Leave no trace. So it's about 10:23. It's day 2. I have been camping for a few days now, actually, and went home for one night. So I'm just gonna go ahead and count this one as day 2 because I did take a break and went home. It's been a really good couple days, though. I've had a lot of fun. I've got a lot of good footage that I need to put out there as well. And this video will probably be out first. It's a trail video, but I've also got some other stuff like bow drill fires, hand drill fires, you know, that kind of thing. A lot of survival knowledge in these videos that just need to be put out there that I just haven't had a chance because I've been in the woods and not been at home to edit these videos. But I hope you guys do enjoy the new quality to the camera. It's a DSLR. It's one of the Sony S120s. It's an excellent vlogging camera, and hit the trails kind of like a vlog, but in the woods, you know. So that's what I figured I'd use it for. But I've got a lot of collab work coming up on the channel here before too long as well. I plan on meeting up with the guy behind Mask, which is Master All Survival Knowledge. Give them a check out. I should put a link in the description below. Again, leave no trace. I don't leave trash behind. But he's coming up here in August to do some survival training with me, and I'm going to show him a few outdoors things. He's more of a urban martial artist than a woodsman survivalist. So we come from two backgrounds that's a little bit different. I've got some martial arts, but not much into the urban survival. It's been a Excellent trip though, that's for sure. Oh, and I've got some more collab work coming up with John Moore. He does vlogs. He does nothing with the outdoors, but he's got a lot of really good videography skills, and he's going to teach me a few pointers, and I'm going to take him on a really cool hike and show him some cool places for his camera. And I'm going to cross this creek. But until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video with Woogles Outdoors. Like, subscribe, and comment, because it really helps me out a whole lot with these videos.